So just saw some really good setup that I missed yesterday. Check this out. And there's a lot of parameters back in this app, so this would have been a really good trade. On timing, everything happens on its own timing. So my laptop is glitching kidogo, but so what exactly happened? Well, we had this major stop run on Wednesday. This stop and took out all the sell side liquidity going to our charts and look back on the week. This took out a lot of relative equal lows. And then the next day, what happened? Well, we're not reaching for sell side anymore, and we're targeting the previous day's highs. So fair swing high broken, fair value gap, 830, trades into it, rallies all the way up till 12, till 2. So what would have been your trade? I mean, you see this stuff so much, like it becomes, it's just open a long position. The Nasdaq tends to have to take out, like it, you should place your stop loss really, really higher on the Nasdaq than on the S&P because it tends to have higher stop hunts than the S&P. Like you see this candle on the S&P, it took out the candle that formed the fair value gap, but I mean on the Nasdaq, but on the S&P, it's more refined, which is why it's preferable to trade the S&P rather than the Nasdaq. So yeah, literally that was a good setup. That was the best setup for yesterday. I can't believe I missed that. But anyway, as far as for now, I'm only trading for people for deposits and with proof of concept. Hopefully, as you can, if you see that trade and if you let it run till 12, as ICT teaches, and let the 2 hour gap. I mean, if you took that, that would have been how many pips? I mean, that would have been like it's just 2 hour measure. It would have been at least 6302, and this is on the S&P. I'm not counting the Nasdaq. 6335. That's at least 300 pips. The S&P, it really jumped, and on the Nasdaq it would have been till 12. Close your trades at 12. All your partials at 12. 3. It's around the same. Probably 3,000. It's probably 3,000 pips on the Nasdaq. Yeah, so that was a really good setup, and stay tuned to see if on the markets to see if more setups like this will come.